Hey everybody, DeLane here with Open Range Pest Control. Once monsoon humidity hits the West Valley, like it is right now, backyard mosquito complaints start to surge across Peoria, Sun City, Surprise, and Goodyear. Most people are used to traditional backpack foggers that coat bushes with synthetic chemicals, and while that gives you a quick knockdown for a couple of days, it doesn't solve the core biological problem, which is breeding. Today, I'm going to break down the system that we use at Open Range and that stops mosquitoes at the source. It's called the In2Care Mosquito System. Let's look at how it works and why it beats traditional yard sprays. And also why it's completely safe for your pets and pollinators. So the Arizona mosquito reality. The ankle biter species in the desert, our primary nuisance, is the Aedes aegypti, an aggressive daytime biter that stays close to human activity and breeds exclusively in artificial containers. Well, the container problem is that they don't need a swamp or a green pool to reproduce. A single bottle cap, or let's switch the camera around here. So a single bottle cap or a drain in your yard, the underside of your air conditioning unit, potted plants, things like that, or even something as simple as, I can show you here, right in my own pool equipment, or right in my own, where I keep my umbrellas, down inside of there is standing water, and you can see that's wet right there. So, so those particular things, they can hold enough water to actually hold hundreds of eggs. And you cannot spray every single micro puddle in the yard without dumping gallons of chemical everywhere. Furthermore, the high UV exposure and monsoon rain, it breaks down surface sprays in a matter of days when you're doing it for mosquito treatments. So the system that we use, it's called the In2Care system, and I'm going to walk over here and show you actually having it at work in my yard. We're going to switch this, Ken. I've got one of them sitting right here. So, the station is a dark, it's a humid reservoir filled with water and an attractant odor that mimics the exact breeding site female mosquitoes search for. We'll take this top off here. The floater ring inside is an electrostatically charged gauze mesh that's impregnated with two active ingredients. An insect growth regulator, which blocks juvenile hormone receptors so that larvae and pupa cannot molt into biting adults. Second is and this one's kind of cool if you are a fan of the show The Last of Us. Very similar type of thing here as the fungus in that show, or the video game if you're a video game person. But there's a fungus, and it's a mosquito-specific spore that penetrates the insect's body, their cuticle, that outer shell on their bodies, and it starts by preventing viral replication. And then it eliminates that adult within a few days once it gets on her. Well, the cool thing about that is it causes what's called a Trojan horse effect. And if you know what a Trojan horse is, which most of you probably, basically that mosquito has that on their body, but they don't die for a few days. So they get in there and they get coated in that microscopic active powder, and because those mosquitoes practice what's called skip oviposition, which means laying small batches of eggs across multiple water sources, like what I showed you earlier in my own backyard, she flies from the station here directly to those hidden puddles. So under my spa, anywhere in the neighbors that might have any hidden water, anything standing like that, and then she spreads that fungus to those areas. She deposits that growth regulator into French drains, gutters, plant saucers, treating every breeding site in your yard that no human technician could ever even find. This product is actually safe for pets, kids, and pollinators, like honeybees, which we need to keep alive and keep safe. And I'm going to go ahead and put this back on here. That floating around in there with that water. That cool cover on top of it there. That collects rain when we actually do get some. So yeah, they're honeybee, butterfly safe. They're not really attracted to those containers or anything like that. pet and bird safe. The active ingredients have virtually no mammalian toxicity whatsoever at these micro doses that we're using. And even if a dog happens to knock a station over or drink from the reservoir, the ingredients only affect insect chitin and molting biology. So not going to harm your dog or cat or any other pet that you might have living out there. So we're going to place these in shade over there in my own yard. It's in a shaded area, outdoors, pool patios. Typically, most yards are going to take 2 of these things, 2 of these stations placed around the yard. They cover about 4,000 square feet each. Bigger properties, we would have to use a few more on. And then our technicians come out every 30 days. They clean those out. They put fresh water in them. They drop the new mesh in there and replace the active floater so that it maintains round-the-clock control throughout the active season, which is actually most of the year in Arizona. So if you're tired of running inside every time you step onto your patio, like I did this morning, that's why I got those things out, because it's time now, and that's what prompted me to make this video today. And for our regular open range customers, you can add the In2Care Mosquito System as low as $40 a month. It's a pretty awesome program for pretty cheap, $40 a month. If you're a new customer looking for dedicated mosquito defense in Peoria, Sun City, Surprise, Buckeye, or anywhere in the West Valley, go ahead and give our office a call at 602-359-6556 or visit openrangepestcontrol.com for a customized property quote for free. Thanks for watching. Hope you stay safe out there and that you can get back to enjoying your backyard again.